loves, my name is Amber, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be trying on a few pieces from the CLOAK Labs Jama Collection. Now, I wanted to pop in with this video mostly as a way to show you guys what exactly CLOAK pieces look like in person, and more specifically how they fit on a larger body type, because I haven't seen a huge variety of different body types modeling the clothing, which, is unfortunate but not the end of the world. As a brand that is run by several different YouTubers, it definitely seems like most of the models that are used just happen to be friends and collaborators of theirs, so it's not like they hire different models for massive inclusivity points. And there's definitely a variety of diversity, so I'm not mad about it at all. It would just be nice to occasionally see the products featured on larger body types. So that's what we are going to be doing today. As for the collection, this was their Jama Collection that they released not too long ago. At the point of me filming, you can still get some of the pieces, but with CLOAK, they are very limited releases, so these exact products might not be available by time you are looking at the website. But I went ahead and got one of their sets, the Lavender set of a pair of pajama pants and this crew neck. I would have liked to have gotten a few more pieces from the collection, but unfortunately CLOAK is a very, very expensive brand. Justifiably, they do try to be more sustainable and eco-friendly, so I get it. It just doesn't always fit in my budget, and the only reason I sucked it up and bought these was because I was in desperate need of some winter clothes and pajamas, so it worked out. I also did want to note that I did get a little bit, a little freebie in my package. This is my first CLOAK purchase, so I'm not sure if that is typical of their orders. Before they released this pajama collection, they did a Five Nights at Freddy's collaboration, which is very fitting because obviously one of the founders of the company is Markiplier. So I got this little sticker pack. So it looks like it has a variety of different CLOAK and Five Nights at Freddy's stickers in it, as well as a guitar pick, which I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why that's relevant to Five Nights at Freddy's, but I am here for it. It's a really cute aesthetic one. I mostly like how old school skater style the CLOAK stickers look. That feels like some old school Tony Hawk shit, and I'm here for it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual clothing pieces that I purchased. So first up is the Jama Lounge Pant in their Lavender colorway. They did have a few different colorway options. I personally chose the Lavender because it was my favorite out of the bunch, but I probably also could have done black, and that probably would have maybe even looked a little bit better on me because as much as I absolutely love lavender clothing, often it washes out my skin tone a little bit, so probably not the best aesthetic choice, but we went with it. And these are in the 4X size, which does seem to be the largest size that the company offers for the most part. And unfortunately, I just went with it because I was if anything, it'll be the most likely to fit. Their size chart seemed to be a little bit outdated, and I'm not even entirely sure if they included the measurements for the 4X size, so it wasn't a super reliable resource for me personally, which again is kind of why I am making this video, so any larger folks like myself can get a little bit better of an idea. Unfortunately, I think it's the only size that I probably could have purchased because it fits, lengthwise, it actually fits really, really well, and it fits really well in the thighs, but unfortunately, the waist is a little bit large and does not like to stay up very well. I can't really wear anything in the pockets without it falling down, and even just without anything in the pockets, it does slide down my waist more than I am personally comfortable with. So I'll definitely have to either add some stitching to make the waistline smaller or find some kind of fix to make them fit a little bit better. But overall, they are very, very comfortable. The fabric is very comfortable. And like I said, like it's a very nice length on me. Unfortunately, I do get a little bit of awkward bunching around the crotch area, but unfortunately that is a little bit more normal for me because I do have a tummy. And I don't necessarily love how my ass looks in these pants. It definitely looks a little flatter than it actually is, and you know, I'm an ass lad. I would like to see that emphasized a little bit more, but it's not the end of the world. And I personally did the like video clips without wearing underwear, so like you don't see underwear lines or anything like that, which I mean is typically how I tend to wear my pajama pants anyways. So I can't really tell you if you see lines through them. I would go ahead and assume yes, because the fabric isn't super, super thick. It's definitely not thin either, but you'll definitely have to be aware that it's a possibility. And then we have the top, which is what I am wearing right now, but I'll also show you some more full body clips. This is their Jama LS Crew in the lavender colorway as well. We wanted a matching set. And this is also in their 4X size. And this one I probably honestly could have sized down and it wouldn't have been the end of the world. Unfortunately, the fit is a bit large on me. Like it does fit well in certain places, but the top is very long and does not fall at a place that I love. The sleeves are also a little bit long on me as well, but that is pretty standard for just about any long sleeve piece that I own. I've got a large torso, but like tiny arms, and clothing brands just do not cater to that, which is definitely not the end of the world. I like the like cozy vibes of a long sleeve. But yeah, I don't necessarily love where the top falls, especially like around my butt and stomach. But I can just fix that by like wearing it a little bit more scrunched, which I do with a lot of my clothing anyways, so no big deal. The top is also very, very comfy, and it does seem that like the set overall is fairly decent at keeping me warm. Like I said, I purchased the set because I was in desperate need of some winter pajamas. Literally all I had for pajamas were like shorts. And not even. I'm very desolate in the pajama section right now. Yeah, overall, it's definitely a very, very comfortable set. And it's cute. The lavender color is very lovely. It is a little bit more blue toned than I was expecting based on the website pictures. I was assuming it was going to be slightly more neutral to warm toned than it ended up being. The design on it is this like skull, like alternating skull pattern that has almost like a terry cloth texture to it. So like if you can see, the skulls are a different texture than the rest of the like plain shirt itself, which is definitely an interesting sensation that I was expecting to hate a lot more than I do. It's actually like kind of fun to have the slight texture difference. But if you are somebody who has like very specific preferences with texture, it might be an interesting one. That being said, you cannot feel the texture from the inside of the clothing. It's only from the outside. So if it's like what's touching your skin is the textile issue, like that is not a consideration. It's mostly just like where you put your hands while you're wearing the clothing. With some of the like stitching on the inside, particularly the pants and like around the waistline, could have been a little bit more like perfectionist for the price that I did pay for these. Like I said, unfortunately, CLOAK is very, very expensive, justifiably because of the sustainability and eco-friendly aspects of the brand. But when you are somebody who is making an exception with buying that type of thing, it's kind of like frustrating to get your pieces and have them like not have the attention to detail that you would like them to have. And not like in a major way. Like there's definitely like nothing that affects like the structural integrity of the garment in any way. It's just kind of like, oh, you know, it could have been a little nicer. But anyways, yeah, overall definitely like a very, very fun little pajama set. I would definitely consider purchasing from CLOAK again in the future, but probably not as often as I would like to because of the particularities of the fit. And you know, unfortunately, like, if stuff is fitting weird on me, like there are many people who are much larger than I am who obviously would not be able to purchase from the brand, which definitely sucks. Again, going up to a 4X is more inclusive than some other brands, so we'll take what we can get, but I would love to see the sizing expanded, a little bit more diversity in the fit models, and an updated sizing chart on their website. The fact that I like had an issue and like really was not confident in the sizing that I purchased is not like a sign of a fantastic purchase. But this is what the 4X looks like on myself. I typically am about like a US size 24, if that gives you a little bit of an idea on like fit comparison. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.